Good morning, cultists! In our previous episode, we left things off after a lot of faffing about and some very questionable behavior involving a couple of our paramours. In any case, in between episodes, a lot of time has passed both in-game and in real life. About 2 months have passed in-game, which equates to approximately 1,000 years in real life. And as you can probably tell, I've been very busy in those 1,000 years. So I've resolved a lot of kingdom events as well as projects, and I'll go through them a little bit, and I guess we can maybe deal with some of these new problems. Yeah, like this goblin problem, which is why I decided to start recording now. So let's see. Don't ask how long it took to get Triumph on all of these events, but yeah, that should actually explain why it took about 1,000 years in between episodes. So we had a spider invasion. The forests are filled with horrible giant spiders. Excuse me? Giant spiders are not horrible. How dare you? Except you can't skin them, so a little unfortunate. Many woodcutters and hunters have died in their webs. There are rumors that the way things are going, soon it'll become impossible to even walk near the edge of the woods. It's time to clear the thicket of these predators. So we triumphed in half a day. The sweep organized by the servants of the crown cleared the woods of the disgusting beasts. How dare you? So, Last Wall's cavalry, I didn't assign an advisor, not because I didn't want to, but I think it's the one that we haven't unlocked, so espionage, because I couldn't assign anyone to it, so I'm assuming that it was because we didn't have the right advisor. But, yeah. Disrupted harmony. The druids have noticed that one of these settlements is poorly located and creates an obstacle to the natural flow of energy through the region. I guess they're messing with our feng shui. The druids can fix this and lift the unpleasant atmosphere in this settlement. The druids, guided by the high priest, significantly altered the landscape surrounding the settlement and its architecture. This has already been a blessing for the harvest and has lifted the people's souls, making them happier and more cheerful. Altered the landscape? Really? Wow, okay. Fox hunt. A crafty gangster named Fox is robbing carriages and stealing the kisses of wealthy men's wives. Something must be done. By the day, more and more people speak approvingly of his tricks. I hope they resolved it by making the men kiss him in turn, or something. The warden spread word that a beauty from a distant land was set to arrive at the capital. He dressed the guards in oriental clothes and placed a sorceress inside the carriage. The gangster tried to rob the caravan, but was easily arrested. The people admire the advisor's sagacity. Sure. I thought we didn't use the word Oriental anymore. I thought we used Asian, but okay, sure. Maybe they mean Orientalism, like the literal definition of Oriental or something, which may not actually be Asian. I could be wrong. Rats everywhere. The capital is swarming with rats. Rumors describe creatures the size of dogs, and hunch figures roaming the catacombs. What is the reason behind this invasion? This situation must be taken under control before the capital granaries are emptied and plagues sweep the streets. Rodents of unusual size? I don't believe they exist, but I guess my treasurer does. The treasurer contacted some famous parasite exterminators from the Five Kings Mountains. The team of dwarves easily cleaned the catacombs out completely, including a whole nest of were-rats. I see. Troubled minds. Some troublemaking bards found an easy way to win fame among the ordinary people. They've taken to singing insulting songs about the king, painting things over his portraits, and vandalizing his statues. The rabble love it, and the foreigners snort at the sight. But it's more than just a joke. The one who gets laughed at doesn't get any respect. They're one step away from a riot. The bards humiliated the mischief makers with a ballad. The lesson was learned, and the number of petty crimes has reduced. No one wants to become a subject of ridicule. So I guess we're cyberbullying the cyberbullies. Fantastic. And combat priests. Several priests of various deities have volunteered to join the army. They are to become combat priests and use their spells to enhance the soldiers. However, this army's regulations may sometimes contradict the religious obligations of their followers. The priests were able to acclimate themselves to the military routine. Their magic enhances our warriors, and their healing spells will cure many wounded soldiers. And High Society Wedding, which I think I've already read before, but just in case. Two eminent merchant families are joining in a highly celebrated wedding. The king received a request that the splendid ceremony be held in the main square of the capital. The wedding, held according to all the old traditions, became the event of the month. The splendor of the ceremony surpassed even brevet celebrations, and the military parade drew the attention of all citizens of the capital. And we're back to spider invasion. So those are the events. I think there was something involving giants that we also resolved, but I think this thing only allows for a certain number, so yeah. That one we also triumphed in case you're curious. Projects-wise, I have, let's see, ranked up the Counselor, the Regent, and the Grand Diplomat, so I can unlock the espionage thing, hopefully. Yeah, so we're up to level 4 with Community, so we're working towards the 6 seasons in a movie. Hopefully we'll get there. And I also got up to level 5 with Loyalty, and I think level 3 with Relations and Culture. Wait, did I do Community? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Alright, so economy-wise, I've gotten this done, improving economic statuses, as well as repopulating Varnhold. And I've also finished the restoration of the Bronze Shield Fortress, and we're currently working on the restoration of the Silver Shield Fortress. So I'm assuming there's going to be a Gold Shield Fortress, or maybe an Adamantine Shield Fortress? Wait, does that already exist? It may. And we can now strengthen Bartholomew's skills as a diplomat, which I think will be very handy. Alright, so what else? Curses, we finished this. Research into the nature of curses, village on the marches. Our investigation found that the cursed wishing well, which the locals believed was the source of their misfortune, is totally harmless and is not troubled by any magic. Dorsey, the rejected fiancé of a local girl, tried to use a well to curse the fae who he thought had bewitched his bride. The girl, Naita, also used the well to curse her own father. Both of these curses bore fruit, but the well was clearly not the reason. Some other power may have intervened to give the curses their power. Other theories are more complex. Perhaps the curses don't require and binding power at all. I'm assuming that's a typo. I'm assuming it's meant to read don't require any binding power at all. Perhaps Naida and Dorsey somehow managed to bring them to life of their own will, though neither of them was a mage. That's all we know for now. Perhaps we shall learn more as our research continues. This research has increased our understanding of arcane and divine magic. We acquired a deeper understanding of the nature of curses. So it turns out there's actually benefit to the research to these curses by giving us stat points and such, so that's cool. And we also finished Lost Dwarven Knowledge, which I think gave us this little buff. Dwarven Engineering. Within South Narm Archers and the Dire Narm Archers have a military upgrade. Dwarven keeps can be restored more efficiently, increasing military by 2 and stability by 4. Sure. Alright, well, I guess we'll attend to our throne room stuff, because it seems that everything else has already been dealt with. And this one, I think, requires an espionage person. Right, yeah, I don't think there's anything that we can actually attend to. Oh, except for maybe veterans. 14 days. 61% chance for Valerie. And Canera, 75% chance. Not too bad. Crippled and wounded soldiers discharged from the army aren't willing to return to their farms, and instead form gangs and resort to highway robbery. There's no use arresting them, as new gangs will just take their place. I guess Canera is better at it, so maybe her? And this needs to be done before the 5th month. I see. Okay, so we might want to just attend to that now. But let me quickly go to my throne room and see who requires my audience. Because I'm sure we'll be doing some more kingdom management stuff later on after we've spoken to everyone. Hopefully, at least. Or maybe not hopefully. Lindsay? Oh, right, because I ranked up the curator. Fabrosi Macortas, our treasurer, informs me that we've managed to save up some money allocated for culture. A substantial amount, in fact. I talked to my friends in the artistic communities, and I found 3 projects worthy of support. At first, I thought of a local violin player I know. He's always dreamed of traveling around the neighboring lands, playing his music, dueling with the devil. You know how it goes. I also talked to a provincial teacher who is assembling a book of local legends and traditions. And finally, I kept receiving letters from an artist local to the capital. I have no idea why. When we met, She offered me a series of etchings depicting your brilliant officers and the great feats of your army. I'm sure we should support the musician. Your patronage of the arts will make you famous across the River Kingdoms. Alright, so tell me about each candidate. Let our neighbors learn about all the talented people of our lands. We'll help the musician. It is our duty to preserve the culture and traditions of the Solan lands. We'll support the provincial teacher. My soldiers risk their lives every day for these lands. Let them enjoy some well-deserved glory. Let's order the series of etchings from the artist. So this will give me relations and culture, community, loyalty and culture, and military stability and culture. Tell me more about each candidate. The violin player I told you about is an old friend. Is he now? Even the most careless listener is touched by his music. Besides, he has plenty of friends in the River Kingdom. His concerts will be of the highest standards. They will attract crowds of fans, and every one of them will be grateful to you for giving them the gift of such lovely music. I am moved to tears right now. The provincial teacher is very naive and sweet, but his innocence only deepens his vision. You should hear him speak of the full culture of the stolen lands. Your subjects will be very proud of their origin and culture after they've read his book. The artist seemed to be an awful back scratcher to me. I'm sure she only came up with the military theme to get herself a big order. I hate flatterers and apple polishers, especially when it comes to art. Alright, well, I think I like your idea of the violin player. I do like violin music personally. But yeah, not to imply that I'm really good with any instrument, except for the instrument attached to my backside, which is my butthole. I can make some sweet music with that thing, but not much besides. Alright, well, let's support the musician then. Excellent. Let me tell him. He'd be so happy. Okay, support the curator's endeavors. Oh, right, that's the rank up thing. Gotcha. Okay, so that's Lindsay's audience. Who else? Bartholomew? I take it? I forget his voice. I think it's the typical New Yorker type thing, right? Your Highness, more and more delicate issues arise with our neighbors. You need a Spymaster, who should of course simply be called a minister. I could certainly hold this position, but a Spymaster sometimes learns too much about his lord, and I wouldn't want you to even have a shadow of a doubt about my loyalty. But now, let me simply report one of a such delicate matter. There's a guard detail at the border, sent by the voice of the wind, a druid and diplomat from Seven Arches. They're hunting a criminal, an elf who's escaped to our lands. I would imagine they're worried that someone might help the fugitive get to Keonin and ask for assistance in hunting him down. The voice of the wind is very knowledgeable. The winds whisper many secrets to him. It is wise to befriend such useful persons. If we must give them the elf to win the favor, then I consider a bargain no matter who he is or what he's done. Don't care where he's been, don't care who he was. All I care is about him loving me, or something. I forget the lyrics to that song. Anyways, tell me about this conflict between Seven Archers and Keonin. Help the guards find and arrest the runaway elf, so relations in Divine. Make sure the elf reaches Keonin, so relations in Arcane. We aren't going to interfere in this matter, so community, loyalty, and stability. Or decide his fate as you see fit. Tell me more about this conflict. The elves claim they built Seven Arches for which the city is named, though the evidence of this is questionable. Anyways, the elves fled these lands, and the druids of the border tribes claimed this land for themselves. And built a flourishing settlement. Of course, every time a elf walks by, the druids are all like, "Hey, I'm walking here!" And now the elves of Keonin are demanding this return of the Seven Arches, as the land is supposedly sacred to them. Though if you ask me, such a demand smells of deceit. In any case, the Oak Stewards, who now rule Seven Arches, have refused. As a result, there's very little peace between them. They're always yelling at each other about how they're walking here. Anyways, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go with your choice and arrest the runaway elf, I guess? Very good. We'll catch the criminal and hand him over to Seven Arches. I'm sure the voice of the wind will appreciate the gesture, and might even have some information to share about our neighbors. Okay. Wait, what was the other stuff that we just got? I saw something about an easier claim? Hey, Valerie. Hope you're not upset about me having stooped Canera right after we banged. Valerie clutches her sword. Fabrosi Cortez. By the gate, there's a man who survived an ambush. He's a nobleman from Brevoy, whose caravan was waylaid by bandits. His companions were all killed, and he's very lucky to be alive himself. It was Daver the Grey who arranged the ambush. I already demanded an explanation from the other prisoners. It turns out he escaped through a tunnel he dug. Who? The Brevin wants us to find the robbers, and he's every right to make such demands. But then his business sense prevailed, and he asked us to compensate his losses. Now this I consider most arrogant. We cannot be held responsible for his caravan. It's Devor that owes him, not you. Alright, so lawful good. Gain relations and stability. Pay 100 BP. Send guards to search for Daver. Take care of the merchant and reimburse him for the stolen goods. Send guards to search for Daver. Regarding the reimbursement, the Brevin will have to do without it. So gain stability and no relations. Chaotic neutral. Let him deal with his problems himself. Give him some money and let him go in peace. We're not interested in hunting for robbers. Okay, so I gain a falchion? That's weird. How come I don't get a falchion here? Alright, well, Valerie, I actually agree with you. I don't mind looking for the dude, but I will not be paying this guy off, thanks. Yeah, send the guards to search for Daver. Valerie looks determined. We won't stop until we have that villain cornered. He shall pay for his deeds. Sure. Favored by the people, which I guess is something new? I'm assuming it's another thing that reduces the cost of several buildings, right? So, is that it for... Oh, no, that's Sana. I thought that was, Shania. Well, you're wearing the same stuff. What was her voice again? Fuck, I've forgotten.
Fabrosi Cortez. There's trouble in the city. A group of mercenaries arrive at the capital. The people don't seem to like them, so they've banded together for safety. These vagabonds seek work, and some of them have been hired by the merchants. Lamashtu blessed these people with strength and a love for fighting, so why not use them? Alas, the citizens despise these mercenaries. They insult them behind their backs, and spit where they step. They provoke them, taunt them into fights, and then scream bloody murder when they get what they're asking for. Your cowardly people need to learn the meaning of strength. Let them see that there's a bigger fish now to be reckoned with. You won't let the weakest of your tribes force you to expel the strongest, will you?
Okay, so we can throw the mercenaries out of the capital. They're making trouble, so they need to go. Lose economy but gain stability. Or pay them 100 BP. Finance more guards for the treasury. Make sure that the merchants' guards don't fight with the common people. Send our citizens the message that the mercenaries are under our protection. How much BP do I have? Because I'm actually tempted to go with this option, even though that's not exactly what she wants. We increase both economy and stability, and it's kind of along the lines of what she's asking for. Well, you know what? Let's go for it.
Alright. In the future, I hope the two packs, the mercenaries and yours, will merge into one. Powerful. Invincible. Ah, I'm getting all hot and bothered just thinking about this. I'm gonna go touch myself for a little bit. Don't disturb me. Thanks. Bye. And now my voice is all morphed, but that's okay. It happens when I get horny.
John, is that you?
Your Grace, there is one small matter. A series of small matters, actually, that's growing into a larger problem. Your goblin ally seems to have invited more of his tribes to the capital, and they're acting as if it's their home. It seems your goblin friend and his allies have been industrious in their latest blasphemy. They are erecting statues to Lamashtu, the mother of beasts, right outside the capital. It's heresy, and it's spreading...
Oh, wait. His voice is morphing, too. Damn it.
It's heresy, and it's spreading fear and panic among the people. Could you please look into the matter? The guards are hesitant to deal with one close to you personally. And also one who stinks of boiled cabbage, which is both you and, Knock Knock. Balkan?
Thank you for the acid oil? Do I put that on my food or what? Thanks, Balkan. Goodbye, I guess. Sure. Who else? Anyone else? Dragon. Hey, what happened to your onslaught thing, by the way? Right. Blessed defense. Fuck me, I already have that thing. Oh, there we go.
If my gift pleases you, please respond in kind. I've sent you many text messages of photos of my dick. Please respond. I've been robbed. Some thieves crept into my rock shop and took all my gold, and Onslaught too. I haven't had a chance to finish it. The people are saying that robbers, thieves, and murderers have lately been freely roaming the area. They gather along the Thorn River near the ford. You're the ruler, so please, I beg you, take action to find it.
Sure. Thank you? Do I need to do that in a kingdom setting, or can I just go bust some heads with my fists? This isn't the first time that you've come, is it? No, I can see. Yeah, Sentinel. Great, thanks. Don't I already have that? I'm pretty sure I do. Hey, Varask, right? Alright, sure. Terrorbringer. Wow. And I guess nothing new with you. Right, I'm assuming his questline is done then. That's Nazriel, right? Yeah, Nazriel. Chameleon Ring. Oh, fantastic. I'm assuming that increases my stealth, or maybe turns me into a chameleon, and then I can just live out the rest of my life as a happy little reptile. Who's this guy again? Oh, it's Sharel. Thaumaturgist's cloak. Alright, sure, thank you. I hope to see more proof of your mastery in the future. Oh yeah, Morhalan. What happened with that guy? Oh, and about Morhalan, I reported his crimes to the guards. However, someone must have warned him. He escaped. He has eyes and ears everywhere. I'm afraid your personal warden is the only one who can find him. Sharel is shaken by righteous anger. I pray to Torag not to let him make more mischief before the guards find him, and I pray you don't let him go unpunished. Sure. So I guess I need to stick Keston on it. And this is Chemo Tavan, right? Northern Lights. He brought me the entirety of the Aurora Borealis. Fantastic. Thank you so much. I could do with some magnetic shimmer shammer or whatever the fuck the Aurora Borealis actually is. It's something to do with the magnetism of the earth or something, I forget. Before you was a boyish half-elf. Her tight-fitting leather outfit is full of patches. Tight-fitting, eh? And she's got red hair too. Well, well, well. And a large, mean-looking blade rests on her hip. A tattoo adorns the woman's neck. What kind of voice befits this lady? On behalf of the simple folk of Varnhold, I greet you. My name is not Daryl Gribble. My name is Turval. I'm here to represent our community, to present you with a token of our loyalty, and to humbly beg for your help. The half-elf hands you a wrapped parcel to you. I personally vouch for its quality. I made it with my own hands, every stitch and cut. I hope you like it. Turval proudly hands over a gift and continues in a steady tone. We ask you to let Varnhold assemble a militia of her own. Many of the locals are eager to keep watch and defend the homes with weapons in hand, especially so after the... well, you understand. Your Highness took care to send guards to Varnhold, and I'm grateful for that. However, the townsfolk would sleep better knowing that you've let us take the protection of our children and elders into our own hands. I understand that this would require an investment from you, but we will not remain in your debt for long. If there's a workshop where I can work leather, I'd be more than happy to make all manner of things for you. I used to make a living as a tanner back in Daggermark. Okay, so I guess she's a, she's one of those, artisans. Gotcha. Tell me more about your idea. Why don't you simply come and serve me as my guards? All manner of leather things. So, like bondage gear? I like this idea. I'll see whether I can make it happen. Varnhold does not need a militia. Tell me more about your idea. I'll try to keep it short. I come from a long way from here. Daggermark, that is. We've never had too much in the way of law, but we always had order. It wasn't the guard that looked after it. It was the local bandits. Every village, every quarter. They all had a gang of their own. They never touched anyone except other gangsters that came by. They were just like the guard, you see, even though no one ever gave them any authority. And if you don't have the authority and you carry a blade, well, then you're a bandit. You've sent your guard to Varnhold. But firstly, there's strangers here. Second, they're not your best people. Think about it. Who would ever want to get posted all the way down here? So that's why there's so many guards there and so little order. As for us, we know the people we're dealing with. We can tell the real thug from the harmless drunk who likes to tie one on and wave his fists around. Who to watch because he's a dangerous fool, and who to watch because he's an eager fool. Long story short, we've got our ways. So that's why I'm asking you for your permission and your help. We want to bring a few brave and quick-witted folks together and do everything by the book. Why don't you simply come and serve me as my guards? The half-elf hesitates. You see, right now, we're close to the people. If we put on a uniform, well, they'll accuse us of selling out to the authorities, and we wouldn't want that, now would we? All manner of leather things? Oh yes, I'm a master leather worker after all. Armor, boots, I make it all. I just can't find a proper place to practice my craft. If you help me with that, I can work for you, but only if you satisfy my request and help us organize a militia. Alright, I don't see why not, unless maybe it'll make Varnhold independent, which I kinda doubt. Thank you, your highness. I hope to hear from you soon. Great, thank you, Dale Gribble. And that's it. Wow, fantastic. That only took like 50 million years. Before we go see Knock Knock and his gigantic mother, I guess we'll see what else we need to deal with. Sure. Fantastic, fantastic, and happy birthday to you, King. Oh yeah, I forgot that Fabrosi's birthday is 420. Nice. The King's birthday is a special date for our young nation. It's thanks to him that we have the opportunity to claim the stolen lands and establish a new country in Golarion. Today's a day to forget about our troubles and revel in celebration. Today's a day to remember. Official visitors have come from all over the River Kingdoms, except Patax, their loss. Oh, because it's actually, it's a minute past our, past midnight, that's why. Wind in the sails. Two famous Absalom wharfs, the Devil's Own and the Sea King Shipyard, are in an all-out trade war. The latter has run out of orders and is desperate to find new customers. It's a perfect time to reinforce our fleet with some state-of-the-art ships. Right, fuck me, how many projects? Advisor? Oh, right, the minister. So, the minister oversees the kingdom's intelligence network and protects against espionage by foreign powers. Okay, so Spymaster. Gotcha. Alright, so we can employ Ekun, Jubilost, or Jaethel. Ekun opts for non-violent and honorable measures. Jubilost is secretive and scheming. He doesn't have time to waste on morals. Jaethel is bloodthirsty and cruel, striking terror in our enemies' hearts. Since this is based on dexterity, I think we might need to go with Ekun. Yeah. Well, oh, nice. We'll see how he performs. Varnhold Militia. Turval has asked for help in creating Varnhold's own militia. An independent force that would help protect Varnhold from bandits and keep peace in the region. Okay, so we can put Keston on it. Hunting for Morhalan. Carry out the investigation of the mysterious disappearance of a craftsman from the capital, accused of murdering intelligent lizard folk for money. The guard sent after him will discover Morhalan's whereabouts and let the king personally confront the villain. Fantastic, and it has to be Keston. Or rather, it doesn't have to be Keston, but I guess we might as well. Sure. Unless maybe we need Keston to do something else in the meantime. Favored by the people. Community receives an additional +1 whenever the region achieves a triumph in any event. Right. Easier claim. Region claims and upgrades cost 15% less. Oh, nice. Okay, what else? Whole bunch of rank up stuff. Support the counselor's endeavors, regent's endeavors, grand diplomat's endeavors. Gotcha. I see. So that's it then. Alright, well, we have another day before this gets resolved, so I think I might just let the day pass. But let me see if there's any actual birthday celebration stuff that happens, or if it's just flavor text. I don't remember there being birthday celebrations previously, though. Oh, look at that! Oh, it's Okbo. I thought that was, our Smilodon, who's just, you know, hiding in the corner there. Ekun, why do you go invisible? Weird, but okay. Let me just quickly see outside of my throne room and see if there's any actual birthday celebrations. Hopefully something? And then I think we'll most likely just end the episode. I'll advance a day to let the thing that Sana's working on resolve, and hopefully we'll not have to spend another 1,000 years making sure that things are triumphant successes or whatever. At least in terms of the Kingdom event stuff. What? No actual birthday celebrations? What the hell? Why did you guys make it sound like there were supposed to be birthday celebrations? Unbelievable. What is this? I want my money back. Wait, didn't we also need an emerald necklace? I think so, right? I seem to recall somebody mentioning an emerald necklace. Affairs of the heart. Yes, emerald necklace. Okay, so Hasuf, I need to buy an emerald necklace from you. And it is there. Sweet. I don't know if there's anything else that we need. No, I think we're fine. Ooh. Alright, sure. Fantastic. Just need to remember to not sell that thing. Let me go visit the tavern too then. I want to see if maybe there's something there. I kind of doubt it, but you never know, right? You never know. And if there is nothing here, then I think we'll just end the episode and I'll do the kingdom advancement stuff off camera. Yeah, unless... Am I supposed to, like... No celebration here either. It's my birthday and no one cares! Fabrosi, don't cry. Dry your eye and try. Or something, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a poem to elate Fabrosi, but nothing's working. He's just crying tears. Make sure to cry in the rain so that no one can see you cry, but whatever, that's fine. Alright, well, like I said, let's end the episode off here for now. We'll come back tomorrow and we will, I guess, go talk to Knock Knock? Wait, do I need to talk to Knock Knock inside of my capital or outside? Oh, shoot, maybe I should have done that now. You know what? Let me actually go talk... No, I'll let a day pass and then we'll do that do that in our next episode. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright, so for now, thanks for watching and have a good breakfast.